Hi there, I'm Sean, and this is your 30-minute strength and bodyweight class. Thank you for choosing to exercise with me today. For class, you're going to need a set of dumbbells that are appropriate for your fitness level and that will give you a good challenge, and a resistance tube that will do the same. Lastly, a chair, because we will use that for balance purposes throughout class if you need it, and then obviously a space that's free and clear of any debris around you so you don't have any tripping hazards. Make sure you do have some water handy, and you want to be drinking water throughout class, so you don't need to wait for me to stop and drink water. If you ever feel like you're thirsty, you're already on the road to dehydration, so you want to make sure you drink whenever you feel like you need to. With that, we are going to warm up the body, so let me start my stopwatch here and march in place right here. I hope you're ready. 30 minutes will go by very quickly if you tune in and try and get the most out of every movement we do. So let's pump those arms. Let's focus on increasing the internal body temperature. Get that heart rate up. Lube up the joints a little bit. Prepare for what we're about to do. So widen those feet just a little bit, because what we'll do is a squat after we do a march for 4, okay? Your feet need to be wide enough so that you can squat well and make sure your weight stays in the back of the foot towards your heel and not in your toes, all right? 4, 3, we march 4 and 1 squat. 4, 3, 2, 1 squat, and lift all the way. Make sure you stand up all the way out of that squat each time, and use your glutes, your butt muscles, to come up and out of that squat. Now, this isn't a full squat. We're just warming up, getting that blood pumping, and squats are a great way to do it because they utilize so many big muscle groups. Down and lift. 2 more. 1 more time. And just squat down and up now. Lower, lift, lower, and lift. It's not a full squat. You're focusing on doing it correctly here. Chest up, eyes straight ahead on the TV or computer screen, phone, whatever you're watching. Make sure you push your behind to the back like you're sitting in a chair. Wiggle those toes at the bottom. When you're down in the squat, your weight should be adjusted appropriately. Don't worry about the music if we're off a little bit. What's key is that you do these exercises correctly and do them well. All right, so we're going to add toe taps right and left with each squat. We will squat down and then we'll tap right and left. Ready? Let's go. Squat, lift, tap, tap, squat. Lift up tall, reach with the arm as well. Lift. Stand up and get those arms involved. Big reach across the body, crossing the midline, up towards the corner. Your thumbs are up. 1 more time, and we will change to hamstring curls. So step and lift the heel up to the backside. Nice and big, feet are wide. Try and pull that heel up close to your backside. Warming up the hamstrings or the back of the thigh. Keep moving the arms. You're doing great. We have about 1.5 minutes left of our warm-up. Stay with me. Today's class is all about a ladder. So we will descend on a ladder, meaning we'll do the same exercise 3 times and we'll do less reps each time. And we'll have rest in between each one. Great workout for you, and it'll definitely attack those muscle groups in a way that will help you get the results you're looking for. Change this to a single, single, double. Ready? And go. Single, single, now 2. Hold and balance. Keep that core engaged. Stand up tall, contract, and pull the heel up. That's it. Single, double. 1 more time. And ham curls, just hold it. Now what we'll combine to finish this out, to add a little more movement, you'll need space to move laterally or right and left, is a grapevine 2 times. So we'll hamstring curl 4 times, and then we will grapevine 2 times. So 4, 3, 2, now grapevine. Cross the foot behind, cross it behind. Ham curls, 4, 3. Still standing up tall, and keep those arms moving. Nearing the end here. Grapevine, use the space if you have it. Make these movements nice and big. 4, 3, 2, last time. And we are ready. Nice work. Hopefully you feel the body warmed up. If you don't feel like you got a long enough warm up, at any time, you can continue to do the exercises as we move into the workout phase without any resistance, and just give yourself plenty of time to still let the body warm up to a level that's comfortable for you. Our first exercise is with the band. We're doing a wide squat. So you want quite a bit of the band on the ground, and you want the feet nice and wide, toes out towards 10 and 2, and you can keep your hands in your pockets right here, or you can pull them up. We have 18 repetitions the first time through. Ready? Let's go. Keep those feet. Don't worry about the music again. Nice and slow and controlled. And what's nice about doing squats with your feet nice and wide, that big base of support, is that it really does help you keep your technique down. Meaning, if you do look down real quick, your knees are behind your toes. They don't pass your toes as you go down. And look at your toes. Can you wiggle them? Go ahead, look and wiggle. Now keep your chin up and let that feeling happen every time you go down. Push the butt back. Keep the weight in the heels. Big movement. Lots of muscles working. Lots of benefit with an exercise like this. And stop right there. Carefully set the band down, and we're going to stretch. We have a little break in between. I want to give you enough rest in between each exercise so you can do them really well 3 times in a row. So let's do a stretch for the hip flexor here and the quadriceps that you were just working. Heel stays up in the back. Tuck your hips under, then lower a little bit. That's a nice stretch there. So beneficial. A little lower if you can. 3, 2, and switch. Other leg goes back, heel stays up, lower, roll those hips under. So much benefit to flexibility training or stretching. And when you can combine it throughout the whole workout and you stretch really warm muscles, you can get even more benefit from it. So this particular class, the design of this, the logic that went into this, does give you a lot of benefits, a lot of added benefits, okay? So set 2, feet are wide, toes are out at 10 and 2, adjust your weight to the back. You're bringing your hands up, ready, 15, let's go. Lower and lift, stand up all the way. A real common mistake is to come up out of that squat and keep bending your hip. So there's the bend. I want you to stand up all the way, squeeze the butt from the bottom, all the way up to the top, and stand up as tall as you can each time. Big breath out. Inhale on the way down. Breathe. Always moving that air. Lots of things to think about. That's one of the great benefits about taking a class or working with a trainer. They help you with all those important cues. Last one, and stop. Carefully set the band down. Let's stretch. Again, one foot goes back. Maybe the second time you feel, oh, I could maybe go a little deeper with that. You can certainly lower a little bit. Just tuck your hips under. And you will, as your muscles get more warm, switch. You will be able to maybe go deeper in those stretches. Get even more benefit out of it. A little lower. And release. Okay, we have one more set. Just 12 this time. So if you are going to go any deeper in that squat, this is the set to do it. Your last chance. We only do 12 reps, so we have decreasing reps each time. All right. Hands are up if you're doing it, otherwise in your pockets. Let's go, take your time. Lower, chin up, chest up, stand up all the way. Big inhale, exhale on the way up. That's it. Hang in there to the end. Let's get all these repetitions in. Squeeze the butt all the way to the top. Stand up nice and tall. Just a couple more, and you're done. Last one, let's hold it. Down at the bottom, a little bonus for you. Can you get a little lower? Keep your weight in your heels. Can you wiggle your toes? Let's check all that stuff. Are your knees behind your toes? Adjust yourself, good check. Abs are on, right? Core turned on, and stand up, rest. Great work. We're moving to the dumbbells next. So as you set your band down, grab your dumbbells, and we're doing a hip hinge with a reverse fly. Now, if you feel like the reverse fly is too difficult with your weights, you can do two things. You can do one arm at a time, alternate, or you can set the weights down and just use your arms. So try a few with dumbbells, doing both arms at the same time. See how you feel, if you're able to keep your technique, because what you don't want is to hinge forward, and then when you do your reverse fly, let the back round. You want to keep the back nice and flat while you do the exercise. So 18 times. Ready? Feet are right under your hips, shoulders rolled back and down, standing up nice and tall, and make the movement come from the hip joint. Ready? Hip hinge, reverse fly. Stand up. Hinge, fly, stand up tall. Smile when you come up. This is good stuff. Your body craves this kind of movement. It was built to move, and the muscles were built to support the frame. But we have to keep the muscles strong. We lose muscle mass, and much faster after 40, much faster after 50. So these exercises, this type of strength training makes a huge difference as we age, and keeping our body supported the way it needs to. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together each time you lift those arms out to the side. Hinge, fly, and try not to throw the weights up. So control it up, control it down. All right? These are weaker muscles, so it's easy to cheat these and not think about it. So think about controlled movement up and controlled movement down. Just 3 more. Come on. Stand up all the way each time. Squeeze the butt to help you stand up. Is that back flat the whole time? Lift through your chest, and you made it. First set done. You can set the weights down. Let's get some stretch going on here. Now, working the low back and the glutes. Let's push the butt back and then reach. Big, big reach. And switch, other side. Push the butt back and a big reach. Reach, reach, reach. All right, roll the shoulders, and we're ready for set number 2. We do 15 repetitions this time, so a few less. Feet under your hip joints, shoulders back and down. Lift through the chest, stand tall and proud. Let's do it. Hinge, fly, stand up. I love these exercises that are what we call multi-joint, where we get more than one joint involved, get so much out of the movement. Now, sometimes we just want to focus and concentrate on a particular area and give you that opportunity to really hone in, and we do a single joint exercise, and they're great, depending on the logic, the reason why. But there always is a reason why we do what we do. The trainers that teach these classes, top-notch people you get from all over the country. All right, you still having a flat back when you hinge forward? Flat back, flat. Try and arch your low back just a little bit. Lift through the chest and push your tailbone up. Tailbone up and back, fly, stand up. One more. And release. As weights go down, let's stretch. We'll get a drink after this last set here and a big reach. Switch. Okay, last set of 12. Let's hit it right away. Own it. Here we go. Hinge, fly. Those muscles may start to get a little tired here, so you have to focus even more on core control. So engage the core. Pull that navel up and into the ribs and keep it strong throughout the whole movement pattern, throughout the whole exercise. Keep smiling. This is good stuff. Really working muscles that help with posture and keeping the posture the way we need it. The back muscles, the muscles we don't see, they need to be worked as much or actually sometimes more as we age than the front because of just regular everyday living. And stop. You made it. Let's get some water. All right, so we did a lower body exercise with the squats. We did a lower and upper body exercise there. Now we're doing just an upper body exercise with the dumbbells. So grab those. Let me show you what we'll do. Strong base of support with your feet. You can do a kick stance if you want. Just keep your weight adjusted forward, not leaning back. Or you can have your feet out or in. So we do a bicep curl, a lateral push out to the side, thumbs are up, and then we lower. Ready? 18, let's go. Curl, push, and lower. We'll give you a little bonus. Maybe at the end of each one. You looking for that? I think so. So on our last one, we'll hold it out for a little bit. Try and keep those elbows in close to the side on the bicep curls, then bring them back to lower out of that curl. Curl, press, thumbs are up, standing up tall. How about your core? Is it engaged strong? All the movement comes from the middle of the body. Even though the middle of the body is not moving, it is the start of movement. So keep the core engaged. Pull that navel in, up into the ribs. Woo! Excellent work. You just have a few more. 3 to go. 3 to go. Stay with it. Stay with it. Oh, I know it's getting difficult. One more. And stop. Put the weights down. A little stretch. Woo. All right. Bring one hand over. Cross the body. A little pull with the other arm. Swing and switch. Pull. Biceps. Lift up through that elbow. And switch. Okay. Our next set, 15. Same exercise. Ready? Get set and go. Curl, press, take your time. Keep your eyes straight ahead. If you look down, you tend to lose your technique, your form really fast. We want to keep that spine in what we call a neutral position. Not just when we're on the floor, prone, facing down, doing like a plank or a push-up, but we want to keep our spine as neutral as we can when we're standing as well. And a strong core helps us do that. So keep your core engaged. Lift up through the top of the head. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Tall and strong body. It's amazing if we can keep our posture in a neutral position throughout our day, how much less pain we could have throughout our body. Spinal issues, shoulder joint issues, hip issues. One more time, finish it up. All right, 15, done. We have one set of those left. But let's swing those arms out. And cross over, little pull. Switch. Swing and pull a little bit. Get the front of the shoulders. Stretch there. Biceps. Push them up. Stretching all throughout the arm. Switch to the other side. Release. Okay, last set, 12 this time. And then we have one more exercise on the floor. We stretch and you're done. We're already at the 10-minute mark. Let's go. Curl up strong. Press out to the sides. Now can you press out and lengthen those arms all the way? If you do need to modify, you can go up part way. That's fine. Maybe every other one if you're feeling like you need to modify by now. This is our third set, so I know those shoulder muscles are likely feeling the fatigue. If you're feeling weak in your shoulders, if they are really fatigued right now, that is a good sign that maybe you need to exercise them a little more. Take advantage of exercises like this, and you don't have to have a class to pick up a set of dumbbells while you're watching TV and do these exercises. Done. All right, our last exercise is going to be down on the floor with the dumbbells. So let's carefully go down to the floor. I like to use the chair here for balance. We go down to one knee and set those dumbbells down first. Hand goes to the floor and then slide our knee out. We're on the side of our hip. And now we'll lie down, and hopefully I'm in the camera here all the way. And we then roll over to our back. Now I want you to have the weights because I'd like you to put them on your low abs as we do a hip bridge. We're going to lift the hips up to the sky, squeeze the butt as tight as we can, 18. Let's do it. Push through your heels each time you go up. Push through the heels so you're engaging the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back, and you lift the hips straight up in the air. You don't want to peel a vertebrae, your spine, off the floor. You want to lift the whole unit together. Lift and lower. And a little pause at the top as you squeeze the butt nice and tight. If you feel like it's too much, you can certainly put one of the weights to the side. We have 5 more. You are doing fantastic. Just 3 to go. 2 more. I didn't hold on the last one. Let's hold it up. I forgot to give you that bonus. Sorry about that. Squeeze, 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 and release. And you can just lie there. Set the weights to the side. And pull on the back of the thigh for a bit of a stretch. And you can lengthen the leg if you'd like. Feel that in your hamstrings. And release, switch. Push through the heel. Okay, set 2, 15 this time. Put the weights on, doesn't matter how you set them. I like to keep my hands there just to make sure they don't go rolling for safety. Here we go, push through the heels, so wiggle those toes, put the weight in the heels and lift. Straight up and lower. 15 this time, lift. Less reps each time. So if you are feeling that fatigue, know that we don't do as many as we did the previous set. Breathe through this. Continue to breathe. Lift and squeeze the butt as tight as you can. Nice and strong. 3 more. 3. And then we'll hold the last one. Come on. 2. Up and hold. Here it is. Squeeze and hold. Push through those heels. Hold, squeeze the butt, and release. All right. Another stretch, and we will finish out. So push the heels up. Pull on that thigh. And release. All right. We have one more set of 12, and you are finished. So let's do this. Right on time. Here we go. press and squeeze. Really focusing on that hip area and getting the butt muscles as tight as you can every time you lift the hips into the air. So lift, squeeze, 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 tighter, tighter, and then lower. Weak gluteal muscles, weak butts, cause so much, an incredible amount of low back pain for a lot of people and hip issues. We want to make sure you keep your glutes strong, and this is a fantastic exercise to target that area. You have 3 more, 3. Come on now, 2 more and you're done. And last one, you made it. Way to go. Set the weights to the side, and we're moving into a stretch. So we can come to a seated position and just turn to the front, and we're going to stretch the hamstrings. Instead of laying on our back, we'll stretch them in a seated position, and then we'll work our way back up to finish class. So if you can bend your knee, then take your opposite hand, reach for those toes, and then try and extend your knee as far as you can, and lower that upper body, hinging at the hip. Breathe through it. These hamstrings tend to make us hold our breath when we stretch them. And release. We'll do the same leg. So bend. Grab those toes. Extend. And take full advantage of this time. Nice deep breathing. It's fantastic flexibility training here. If you can, always stick through the cool down and the stretching phase of classes. Release. Let's switch. Because opposite arm. A lot of benefit to this. There's a reason for each part of class. A good reason for the warm-up, a great reason obviously for the workout phase, and a great reason for the cool down as well. Release. We'll do that one more time. All right. It's warming up here in Minnesota where I'm filming. We are very excited to see grass again. Snow is melting. Temperatures are likely to go up soon, so we can get outside and play some pickleball. Oh, I'm so excited. If you haven't tried pickleball yet, highly recommend it. Such a great sport. It's a social sport, and it's good for all ages. We're doing a hip flexor stretch. Let's focus here. Tuck the hips under, press those hips forward, and stretch to the quad and hip flexor. If you do want to reach an arm up into the air, you can intensify that stretch a little bit more. Release, and we'll go down to it one more time. Now, if leaning on your knee is too much here, you can do this in a standing position as well. Just put your weight in the back ball of your foot and keep your heel up. And release. Anyway, I was talking about pickleball. So tuck your hips under, push those hips forward. I had my dad, who's 73, I think, my son, who's 13 now, and myself all on a court, all playing pickleball together. Release. What sports can you do that are inexpensive and accessible with 3 generations? Not many, but pickleball you can. So don't just go out and have fun with you and your friends, but invite your kids and your grandkids if you have them. Play together, and it is fun. Most people seem to really enjoy it. Release. Let's come to standing. We have a chest opener. Thumbs up, big open for the chest, like you run into someone and you want to give them a big bear hug. And release. Roll the shoulders back, and big open. Stretch. And release. Our last exercise is a modified down dog. So fingertips on the back of the chair, and we step back. We try and get our back flat and let our head drop between our arms. Lift up through the tailbone. And release, step forward. We'll do that one more time, and then we'll be finished. Ready? Step back, flat back. Lift the tailbone. Let the head drop between the arms. Breathe through this. Release and step forward. All right. Nice work. Give yourself a hand and a 10 through the screen. High 10. Thank you again for joining me for this 30-minute strength and bodyweight class. Again, my name is Sean. I hope you enjoyed it and that you come back to a class again real soon. Until next time, take care and keep it healthy. Bye-bye.